one of the reasons why I ended a relationship was because I saw how materialistic the girl was, and the vision board that she had, and it was just covered in like multi-millionaire private jets, etc. And it's not like she was doing anything that was going to get her to that level on her own. But in my mind, it's almost like, if that's kind of like what you're expecting and what you think you need out of life, maybe I can get there. But if I can't, are you ever going to be happy? Or are you always going to be looking for greener grass? Once again, it's apples to oranges. But could women who are like super obsessed with materialism be similar to a man who is super obsessed with like sexualizing women, for example? A really materialistic vision board is kind of a woman's version of a man who has like all of his likes are bikini models. Are you ever going to feel like you're ever going to measure up when you get with a guy like that, who just constantly is like looking at other women? So women who are constantly looking at things that they don't have, constantly looking at materialism, constantly looking at all these really extravagant luxury things. How is that making the man feel when he can't provide those things for her? Once again, I'm comparing apples to oranges. It's not the same, but it is men who is, it's an expectation of men to provide these things. She doesn't get to brag to her friends about like how she pays for stuff for her man, but women will get to brag to her friends about how the guy she's with is so successful and does all these things for her. Once again, we're really splashing in kind of like the most monkey brain, reptilian brain, shallowest, like money for material type of speak. But hopefully it can encourage people to kind of dig a little bit deeper and learn, like, you know, what's at the core of this? How can I show up better in my relationship for these things where my man might be struggling? Or how can I show up better in my relationship for where my woman might be struggling, because of how much of the world is always telling her how she's not enough? And so how can I show up as a boyfriend, as a husband, as a father for these women in my life to help keep them safe and help them feel good about themselves? I want to really use that moment of empathy and understanding towards women's bodies to kind of like bring into the conversation around finances, because I think that is an area where so many relationships are falling apart right now.